Baba is giving us the direction to be soul conscious. And Baba specifies that now that we know Baba, so we can, you know, so basically, when we know Baba, we have a reference point for what actually soul consciousness is like. Because in this world, this whole wide world, there is nobody who is not body conscious. So even if somebody tells us, or in the so of course we have not even heard about being soul conscious that often, because there is nobody who is soul conscious, or nobody who is without a body or without body consciousness. So basically, we don't have a reference point for what soul consciousness is like. And then when Baba arrives, then we have a reference point of somebody who is incorporeal. And Baba says, I do not have a body of my own, so I do not know what attachment to the body is like, and I don't know how attachment to the body affects our thoughts, words, and speech. So, Baba is the reference point for somebody who is incorporeal. And just like, Baba also takes a body, but he has no attachment whatsoever to the organs of the body, or to the sense organs, or the world of matter, because he's just like operating like a guest. He comes, does his work, and goes. And Baba says, you have to see me, and then you have to understand how I am, and you have to understand that you are just like me. And then you have to, you have to also behave like me, think like me, speak like me, and behave like me. So that would be soul conscious actions. Now, you see, I was just having some information the other day about, little children. So, when children are born, so even in this Kali Yuga, obviously they have sanskars that they receive from past births. So, they are carrying those sanskars. But do you know that when children are little, their sanskars, even if they are carrying it, they are not very emerged. So, very little children, they don't know fear. So, you see, if there is a snake around a child, a little child, then, or there are insects, or there are, wild animals, then the child wouldn't be afraid of the wild animal or the snake. Would the child be? No, the child would, hold the snake and play with the snake, or at least try to. Or, even if there's a cub, or, any deadly animal around the child, then the child would just hug that animal, because the child doesn't have the emerged sanskar of fear. But then the question arises, how does the child acquire that sanskar, or how does the child emerge that sanskar later? So the child makes contact with, obviously he's in the contact and in the, in the relationship of other people, parents, siblings, and other people around them. And then the child sees their expressions, absorbs their vibrations, and it is because of that company that the child learns how to respond to everyone and everything around. And you see that because the world is very body conscious, so based on individual biases and prejudices, people treat animals or other people or situations on the basis of their negative emotions, and then the child also kind of starts absorbing those emotions or mirroring those emotions, because that is how we learn all these negative feelings, whether it is fear, whether it is attraction. So the child is not attracted to the anybody's body, but then slowly, gradually, when you see that, so the child senses the vibrations of others or the attitudes of others around the bodies of other people, and then the child also starts absorbing that. So it is all happening with this, what do you say, this connection of the intellect with others. And Baba says, similarly, now you have yoga with me, you stay in my remembrance, and then you try to think how I think, you try to feel how I feel, you try to speak how I speak, and you try to act how I act. And that is soul conscious. And do you know that it is very difficult to discern if you're not sitting in Baba's remembrance? You don't even have the ability to discern what thought, word, or act is coming from body consciousness and what thought, word, and act would qualify as soul conscious, because we have been body conscious for 63 births, and now body consciousness is like a very deep habit. And that is why when we are in Baba's remembrance, when we are looking at Baba, seeing Baba, only then can I become aware that, this thought Baba wouldn't have, or this word Baba wouldn't speak, or this act Baba wouldn't do. And that is why this is body conscious. And so, just think about, how many times you look at your face in the mirror, and how many times how many times you try to, how many, so many actions that, you are trying to set your dress, or you are paying attention to how your face looks, or how you are sitting or standing, and all of that Baba wouldn't do. So Baba would not, even Brahma Baba, who was the closest example of what Shiv Baba was directing us to do. So Brahma Baba was the embodiment of Shiv Baba's Srimad in action. And Brahma Baba also, whatever he did for seva. So I will tell you about this, looking at the face and decorating the face. So one time, there was a visitor who had come to visit Baba. And then when Baba was told that this person has come to visit Baba, then Baba went and Baba combed his hair. And then Ramesh Paisa was there, and then Ramesh Paisa said, Baba, you're very body conscious, because as soon as you came to know that somebody has come to meet you, then the first thing you did is you went and combed your hair. So Brahma Baba said, no, you have to understand that he has not come to meet me, he has come to meet the body in whom Shiv Baba descends. So if I go very shabbily then he would not have the faith that Shiv Baba descends in this shabby body. So I need to, take care of the face because I am Baba's face. And so when somebody looks at me, he should see that, okay, this is Baba's instrument, and yes, this is the body that Baba descends into. So, do you understand that there is such a big difference between taking care of your face and hair when you are body conscious and taking care of it when you're soul conscious? So you see that. So let's say, I remember there was this one episode when there was a sister, and she came for the course, and she said, do you BKs tell that you should never wash your hair, or clean your body, or you should never comb your hair? So I said, no, it's not like that. So then she said, but there's a sister who is a BK in my office, and she is very unkempt all the time. She's not tidy. She's not taking care. And she says that I'm soul conscious, so I don't need to do it. So then, where I had an opportunity to talk to that sister, and then I told her that, when you are presenting yourself as a BK, then you must know that you don't have to take care of the body for yourself, but you have to take care of the body because that body is an instrument for Baba's seva. So that face also is an instrument for Baba's seva. So you don't have to be dressed in such a manner, or be, ready in such a manner that somebody has thoughts about your body. So what is body conscious? So if you're very, if you're dressing up too much, then also, people will think about your body or be attracted to your body. And then if you're dressing up, not even the bare minimum, then people will also have thoughts about your body. So that is body consciousness. So Baba always tells us that middle path. So Baba says, now I'm telling you how to be soul conscious. So for being soul conscious, we need to look at Shiv Baba. We need to ask ourselves, what would Shiv Baba think or speak, or what would Shiv Baba direct us to do in this situation, or with this person, or in this moment of the day, or at this hour of the evening? What would Baba direct me to do? And then for a practical reference, we need to see Brahma Baba. So Brahma Baba, whatever Brahma Baba did, that is being soul conscious. So Baba says that in that way you become soul conscious. So you need to have a reference point for understanding what is body consciousness and what is soul consciousness. And then we understand that, attraction, fear, worry, or, anger, these are all body conscious emotions, because we didn't see. So Brahma Baba also was never afraid. Brahma Baba was never attracted. Brahma Baba was never, worried. So we have the stories from the life of Brahma Baba where there was no grain for eating. So, no food. So there was not even no wheat, no rice left in the yagya, and everything, every box was empty and there was nothing available to eat. But Brahma Baba was not worried. So why? Because Brahma Baba knew that this is Shiv Baba's yagya and Shiv Baba will take care of it. I just need to be a good instrument. And who is a good instrument? The one who keeps his thoughts, feelings, vibrations positive and does what they can. So how do you become a good instrument? A, you take care of your thoughts, feelings, vibrations, and B, you do whatever you can. So it's not like you don't do what you can or you neglect what you need to do. That is very body conscious. But then, if you are doing what you can and then still you're not getting the result, then worrying and fretting and getting afraid is very body conscious. So, keeping your thoughts, feelings, vibrations positive and powerful, and then doing what you can. So, Brahma Baba's life teaches us how to be soul conscious. And Baba says that there are many storms that would come. So, but you don't become body conscious. You just stay soul conscious. And you see, what are storms? So many people think that whatever is happening outside is a storm, but whatever is happening outside is just a situation, and every situation is accurate. Yes, so we have understood the secrets of the drama, and the secrets of the drama tell you that every situation is accurate. There is nothing wrong with any situation. So every situation, whether it is a situation of death, whether it is a situation of loss, whether it's a situation of defamation, whether it's a situation of, physical discomfort, Baba has given us the knowledge that every situation is accurate and benevolent. Yes, but body consciousness tells you that. So, body consciousness means you are very attached to the discomfort or the comfort that situation makes you feel. So, when you're body conscious, you are very attached to your feelings that are coming from your old sanskars. So, at that time, you're not able to use knowledge. So, when something feels bad, or something feels uncomfortable, or something feels, upsetting or insulting, then you say it's a bad situation. But do you understand that these feelings, where are they coming from? Yes, where are they coming from? So I gave you the example of how a child is not capable of feeling insulted, he is not capable of feeling fear, or that child is not capable of worrying. If you insult a child, does he feel insulted? No. Yes, even when you beat a child when he is little, he doesn't feel it. So, until and unless you beat him really hard. So, if you just slap him like this, he won't feel it. So, Baba says that all these feelings are feelings that we are conditioned into feeling. So, these feelings are not coming from our original stage. They are coming from our conditioning, and we are conditioned to feel these feelings in these situations, in these behaviors. And it's just a habit. So, just like we have habits of actions, we have habits of feelings. And it is your habit of feeling that is troubling you. It is not the situation. And Baba says every situation is accurate. I'll tell you one example. There is one Mata, she comes to class and she is not very well off financially. And then her son, who is in ninth standard in school, he said, I want to buy a game. And she's a single parent taking care of the children. So this Mata, she said, I didn't have the resources to buy that video game for him. So I felt very bad. And then I said, but he is a ninth class student. And why do you think it is your duty to give him a video game? So she said, because, because he's asking for it and I'm not able to give it, so I'm feeling bad. So I said, so that is something that you are feeling because of your programming. Yes, because you are inside yourself, you are feeling that you are not able to do enough. So there is that feeling that I am not able to do enough. So you feel that if you're not giving a video game, you're doing something wrong. But I said, no, but I have seen many rich people who can afford 20,000 video games of that kind. They deny their children that we will not buy you this video game, because they know that disciplining the child is a part of their duty. So she said, okay, so then why am I feeling like this? So I said, it's because of your own conditioning, because of what you are trying to tell yourself all day. You're always trying to tell yourself, I don't have enough resources, I cannot do this for children, I'm not able to do that for children. That's why you're feeling so apologetic, that through that filter you are feeling that you're doing something wrong by not giving him the video game, and your buddhi is not working. So you see that Gyan will not emerge and the Buddhi will not discern well and decide well, and you will not be able to remember the benevolence of drama. You will not be able to remember that you are a soul and you have the power to choose your thoughts and feelings come what may, if you are under the sway of body consciousness. And that's why Baba says that when you're body conscious, then what happens is you start interpreting situations and behaviors as, this is bad, this is good, this shouldn't be, this should be, and all of that we are doing. It has got nothing to do with the truth. And actually, storms are not out there. Storms are created by your own thoughts and feelings when you are thinking in a certain way, or you are creating certain feelings about situations and behaviors outside. And those are storms. And Baba says that those storms, you have to address those storms by talking to yourself, by sitting in Baba's remembrance, emerging the knowledge, and looking at your thoughts and feelings objectively, and trying to reason with yourself that it is not the situation or the behavior that's wrong, but it is your thought and feeling that's wrong, and you need to correct it. Yes, so if you're feeling insulted, if you're feeling deprived, if you're feeling, afraid, if you're feeling attracted, you just tell yourself that I'm feeling like this because I've conditioned myself into feeling like this. Otherwise, what is my original state? I'm meant to feel peaceful, loveful, joyful all the time. Just like my Baba. Yes, you tell anything to Baba. Does Baba feel insulted? No, Baba has compassion for you that you don't know how to say the right thing, so you're speaking the wrong thing. So Baba says that, this is how, you have to look at the storms and know that, and when you look at anything objectively, and the most prominent aspect of body consciousness is you think you are your feelings. Yes, so when So you see, just like you say, I am dark, or I am tall, or the short, or fat, or thin. Similarly, you say, I am angry, I am disturbed, I am upset. But are you angry, or disturbed, or upset, or afraid? No, this is the language you speak in body consciousness. Did Brahma Baba speak this language? Did Shiv Baba speak this language? And do you think that Brahma Baba never had episodes where the feelings of, being upset or being angry never crossed his mind? Of course, they crossed. Do you think situations didn't trigger his old sanskars? But he never said, I am upset, I am angry, I am disturbed, I am afraid, I am worried. No. He knew that these are feelings and I have to sit in Baba's remembrance and I have to change them. I have to arrive at that feeling of being peaceful and being joyful by sitting in Baba's remembrance. And these are the just feelings that are coming because of my old sanskars. So Baba says that you have to overcome these feelings. And Baba says, otherwise, what happens is these feelings, they shroud your intellect, they consume you, and then you start reacting based on these feelings. And whenever you react, then you are creating a vikarma for yourself. So Baba says that don't be afraid of storms. Those storms will come. So, if you're feeling like something, it doesn't mean that something is happening and that is causing you to feel like this. No, it's just that it's a habit and you're feeling like that. And sit in Baba's remembrance and calm down. Don't try to change the situation or try to, speak and act based on those feelings, because that will create vikarma. Yes, so I remember there was this one person and he was having some views about women, and he was speaking those views, and there was another sister, and she was sitting and she got so irritated with his views that she just stood up and she said, you must leave the door right now, and you don't deserve to sit in a BK center and talk like this. So then I told her, you please calm down, sit. And then I made that Mata sit. And then she told me that how can you listen to something so wrong and not get disturbed by it or not get upset over it. So I told her that the reason why you're getting upset or feeling disturbed is because of your ego. You are attached to your idea, but your idea is your idea, their idea is their idea. And why do we need to get disturbed by it? Okay, he has come, right? So, no, she has come and she's talking to you, right? So, you will give them the knowledge and they will correct themselves as much as is in their fortune. You don't have to react and show them the door and commit the sin of insulting somebody in Baba's home. Why should you do that? So you see that you have to stay in your power, and what you are feeling is your problem. And you cannot say my feelings are right just because lakhs of people will agree with your feeling. It doesn't mean that your feeling is right. Your feeling is right only when your feeling is Baba's feeling. But if you try to use that reference point of how Shiv Baba would feel in this situation or how Brahma Baba would feel in this situation, then and you check, then you realize that no, Neither Shiv Baba nor Brahma Baba would react like this. So then you don't react and create your vikarma. And you see, in this last time of settlement, there will be so many things that will trigger you, because the 63 births of sanskars are huge. They are not less. So those sanskars keep getting triggered. It's not because the situations are very difficult, but it's because there are too many sanskars and they keep getting triggered at every step. And then you have to ground yourself in your peace, in your purity through Baba's remembrance, and not do anything sinful, not react basically. And then there are many children who think that, when we come to Baba, then we are having these feelings. So I remember there was this one brother, and he enjoys a lot of, food outside. He used to. And then when he came to Baba, so he started purifying his food, and then he said, I feel like eating everything these days. And earlier it was not that bad, Didi, but now I feel like, So has it become worse when I came to Gyan? So I said, no, it's not become worse. It's just that, when you stop drinking alcohol, only then your withdrawals kick in, right? If you're consuming alcohol every day, then you never realize you're alcoholic, do you? So anybody who is, just think about leaving sugar. These days, many people try. So just leave sugar for 1 week, and then you realize how much of an addict you are. And then you realize how leaving sugar affects you. But it's not that, it's happening more now. No, it's just that you are noticing it because you're leaving it. Because you are doing that de-addiction, that's why you're noticing it. You're noticing the withdrawals. Similarly, these storms you notice because you are not giving into these storms. You're fighting the storm. So you notice there is so much storm. Earlier, what did you do? Little feeling, and then you reacted, and then you did vikarma and finished it. Yes, so any attraction, anything, you are not trying to stop yourself earlier. So because you're trying to stop yourself, so you become very aware of how much that storm is killing you inside. Yes, and you see, somebody told you something and then you felt insulted and then you didn't reply back, and that will kill you for 3 days. But then what was the other option? You create your own vikarma. That person is creating his vikarma anyway, and then you also do the same thing. And then you think that I'm at peace because of this. You're not at peace. Maya is at peace. And Maya is making you feel at peace for a temporary time. So Baba says these storms, they become evident because you are, fighting against them. You are on a battlefield. Earlier you were not on a battlefield, so you didn't feel the storms that are arising in your mind. And then Baba says that never cry, never lose your happiness over anything, because Shiv Baba doesn't do it, Brahma Baba doesn't do it. So why should I lose my happiness over anything that's happening in the outside world? This outside world is perishable. It's going to, perish. And whatever is troubling you today is not going to be there. But whatever karma you do as a reaction to that is going to stay with you. So beware of your karma. Don't beware of the storm. The storm will come and you, in Baba's remembrance, just pass it. Just beware that you don't do any karma under the influence of that storm. But do you know who will be able to follow all these directions of Baba? Only the ones who understand that now I have to go back. Because when you understand you have to go back, only then you pay attention to these directions for purifying yourself. Just like, even if there's a doctor in your family, you will never consult them about medicines or about what to do until and unless you feel you have a certain illness. And Baba says, only when you realize that you are impure and you want to go back to that world of purity, and you have to, the time has come, then you start paying attention to these practices. And I remember there was this one Mata, and she used to tell me that my life's lesson is that everybody should go to the cemetery once a week. And when they go to the cemetery, then they will be reminded that I have to die one day. And then I told her that even if they go to the cemetery, then how do you tell them that before they die, they have to do something about themselves? So, when you listen to Baba's knowledge every day, Baba is every day reminding you that you don't just have to die, you have to create your Satyugi sanskars before you die. You have to finish the burden of sins before you die. And although we listen to this every day, only when we get it, we will start, paying attention to these directions for purifying that Baba gives us. Okay. Om Shanti. Anybody wants to share anything, please do.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Today's whole movie is focused on being soul conscious. And for this, I do some practices which I am sharing.
Yes, yes.
Sometimes I practice being a shariri, bodilessness, whenever I get free time. And when I am at work, I remember Brahma Baba, how he operated himself in alone and with others also. And I take a pause every time. Earlier, I gave very fast response to everyone. Now I take a pause and I remember Baba. I practice Sakshi and Sati Sthiti at Amrit Vela. And then it supports me whole day.
Yes.
Maximum times I am saved from any reactions.
Yes.
And I avoid thinking about the main thing, Didi, I observed this that old thinking patterns are very dominant.
Yes.
Only that is not allowing us to become soul conscious. They are very, very, they come very frequently. If we don't take pause, we will not able to detect it even.
Yes.
And also like mindset of a child.
Yes.
I ignore my experiences, old experiences, past experiences, and that's why I'm able to do such things, and I am gradually moving forward. I feel it, and now my confidence is gained.
Yes.
That I will do it one day.
Yes, of course you will. Yes.
Thank you. Oh,
Thank you for sharing. So you practically shared, whatever I was telling theoretically. So you practically shared that you're practicing, and it's very good to know. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti.
Anybody else would like to share? Anji, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Didi, actually, Shiv Baba is our reference point, and how he, what is his form and how he thinks and how he speaks and how he acts. It is all written in the Murli, and Murli is also our reference point, and we should follow Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba both when we come into any actions or how we think, speak, everything. And when we are in body consciousness, it is very difficult to discern which thoughts and words and actions are body consciousness, and what is and how to be in soul consciousness. But when we are in remembrance of Baba, or when we create that connection, when we take a pause and create that connection, we come to know that this is how I have to speak, or this is how I have to think, or I have to behave, and uh, in soul consciousness. And speaking about the storms that you said, it is not outside, because outside situations are accurate and benevolent, and whatever the storms, it is inside. How we are programmed, or how I think, or how I feel, that is the programming, and this affects me more than what is happening outside. And if I take my like antarmukhi, when I go antarmukhi, then this vikarma I can stop.
Yes.
The karma of thinking or feeling, I can stop there itself.
Correct.
And I can create good karma. Thank you,
Correct.
Didi.
Sure. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Yes.
Om Shanti, Didi.
Om Shanti ji.
It has been my experience today, what I have got to hear in this class. It has also been my experience that when we have started the initial stage of moving in Gyan, everything was fine. But gradually, when a bit we have moved on, I personally feel that I don't know from where and how, but all those withdrawals, they all come out, and it really makes sometimes life very miserable for me at least. I sometimes don't understand whether how will I handle feels like a battlefield inside myself. Sometimes it feels it is more tough. Like I feel that those people are leading a better life who are giving up, and I am in such a situation that neither I can go to Maya, because I know that's wrong. So I cannot go to Maya. It is not even an option to me, and neither I can be a very good Brahmin, and I sometimes juggle between it, and it becomes so difficult for me. And that time I come to a point that I fight with Baba itself. That you have came in that point of life, in my life, in the cycle, when I am so helpless. I have all bad sanskars. I am myself is patit. So how will I do what you're asking me to do?
Yes.
Do something about it. And then gradually things go, because I just surrender to Baba. Somehow he feels that, oh God, what a child she is, I have to help. And then somehow Baba, give me a push through outside situation also, and from my internal thing also. And so it is only, I used to feel that this is only me who is suffering like this. But it is thankfully I got this class, and many times I have heard in Murli, but when I have heard this point in Murli, I was not feeling it now, so I was not understanding that point so deeply.
Correct.
Now when I'm into that shoes, I know how it hurts when you walk.
Yes.
So
yes.
So
it takes some time. Yes.
With all this, with saying all this, we have to practice whatever you said today in this class. Otherwise, it is very difficult to survive like this.
Yes.
We have to take up the spiritual practice very seriously.
Yes.
Otherwise, it is going to be more painful life for us, because we will. Sometimes it happens, Didi, I feel like I can't do anything, and I then think, what shall I do now? Like, what is the substitute of not going in Gyan? Then what next I have? Then I see everything is blank. I feel that there is nothing.
Yes.
So I am only left. It is not an option to leave Baba.
Yes.
It is what I can do. I can't do anything else in life other than being with Baba and moving on this Brahmin life. So when I understood that I cannot be like other people who are in this world, I am left with no other option. Then I have to do this, and I have to do this very judiciously, like following all the practices. Otherwise, it will make me more miserable.
Correct.
So this is just I have shared. If you want to edit it from the class,
no. Thank you. And in such times, what really helps you is your timetable. So when there are lots of storms and they're driving you crazy, and you have just you don't know what to do, but you have created a discipline of following a timetable, then that timetable helps you. So when we go through these crazy times, so what we do is we look at the clock and then I tell myself, okay, now you go and take the class, and now you go and sit in yoga, and now you go do this, and now you go do that, and then let everything go as it is going, and you just do whatever you had planned to do in the next 24 hours. And this is how that timetable helps you to muster the strength through yoga power and power of knowledge. Or and if you budge from the timetable at these times, then Maya enters your world. So this is why it's very important to be a very disciplined BK, because that power of having a timetable will save you in these times. Okay, Om Shanti.